darlings, this is Cactus from the channel Cactusskeleton, and welcome to this video. I wanted to have a little bit of a sit down chat with you all and tell you what's been going on. If you've been following my channel at all, you would have seen I had an EEG, which is where basically they put little stickers on your head to monitor brainwave activity to try and find out what was happening with me. I have been to a few neurologists, I've been to my GPs, I've been to several doctors, psychologists and all that kind of thing. And what they come back with is that I suffer from non-epileptic attacks or non-epileptic seizures. These can also be called psychogenic non-epileptic seizures or dissociative seizures. Depends who you're talking to really, but they have many names. Sometimes they are also called pseudo-seizures, but that has a bit of a stigma to it because it sounds like they aren't real when they are definitely real. I prefer the term dissociative seizures or non-epileptic seizures, as that's kind of a thing that people recognise. These seizures are quite individual. People have them in different ways, which is quite strange. Epilepsy is caused by short circuitry of the electricity in the brain, whereas the type of seizures I have are caused by chemical processes in the brain and or stress or emotional distress. I do have other mental health conditions, and that could be a contributing factor to why I have developed this. And being honest, it has made my life a bit of a nightmare. I get so nervous all the time that, oh god, I'm gonna have a seizure, I'm gonna have a seizure. Or even just thinking about, oh god, what if I have a seizure while this is happening sort of thing. I panic, and that makes the seizures worse. I have a seizure on average every other day now. It used to be every day, multiple times a day, but sometimes it can be multiple times a day as well. It very much fluctuates and makes going out and it makes seeing people and going to university and everything like that very unpredictable. I've had several instances of me vomiting on myself, soiling myself, and I've also lost a tooth as a direct result of having the seizures. This all started in February last year. My partner was sat with me and I could feel something in the back of my throat, and I was like, what is that? And then I blacked out, and according to my partner I started convulsing and making funny, strange sounds. And I came out of it about 30 seconds later, and then I went to another one and he called an ambulance, and then while he was on the phone again I went to another one, and I had several during that day. I don't remember any of this. After a few weeks having several tests done and to and fro from consultant to consultant, we finally found a consultant who was willing to get me sorted out. In June I went in for the EEG, and also they do a thing where they video you while you're having EEG so you can see the physical jerks and movements of how your body reacts to the seizure. And that took a long time to get the results back. We were meant to get them in a week. There was cross wires somewhere. I have had an apology from the people who were meant to be dealing with me. There isn't a lot of action that's been taken on at the moment, and it's making me very frustrated because it's more it's difficult to treat my condition. It's more common than most people think, especially with people like me who suffer from PTSD. My mental health treatment, which is one of the only things that can treat me apart from medication, which is all under review at the moment, but it's taken them 4 months plus since the diagnosis. They knew that they had help. They've still waited and waited and waited, and recently got told from them that they are going to discharge me on the grounds that I am not engaging in the service, even though the pausing of treatment was brought on by them because I said to them, look, you guys need to treat me for this, can we put this in for review? And they basically turned around and double crossed me on that point. I didn't choose to stop the treatment, I just wanted it in for review so that we could treat, the thing that's wrong with me. Because according to the specialist, it's something to do with my mental health. We need to start treating it to see if we can help it. And at the moment, I'm not getting treatment, so it's getting worse, and it's making it difficult for me to leave the house. It's just getting to the point where it's just I'm going mad. My partner is extremely supportive and I love him so much for being supportive and being there for me. His family as well, they've been really good with me, but I need professional help in this, which I'm not getting. I don't really know what to do. I know that I'm not alone, but I feel very isolated in my own self, and I feel very scared when they happen because it's just so disorientating. Like, even thinking about it makes me panic. With this, when it first started off, I got a weird taste at the back of my throat and I would feel dizzy and then I would collapse. So I got a little bit of a warning, but about maybe 3-4 months in, I stopped getting that warning, and like my partner would notice it. I would just it would look like I was falling asleep and I was unresponsive, and then I would go into my seizure. So it's become more difficult for me to get into a safer place because I don't get that 5-10 second warning. Like, I've been trying to eat better. I've been trying to stay in places where there are people, even though that drives my voice crazy. I've tried to keep as calm as I can. I've tried doing relaxing things, and I've been trying different methods to try and combat this. It hasn't been easy. I hope that if anyone out there who is suffering like me is feeling like they can't really talk to anyone, feel free to reach out to me. I will not judge you, and we are probably in the same boat with a lot of things. Maybe we could start a support group or something. I wouldn't wish this on anyone, really. I wouldn't wish epilepsy or any other condition on anyone. We have to take the rough with the smooth, I suppose. And I found that going through this experience and taking it day by day has made my links with the people that love me a lot stronger, and I do appreciate that. I just wish it didn't have to come to this. I want to go back to my normality of just dealing with the mental health issues I already have, rather than this added on top and my mental health issues, because it's so draining, and but these are the cards that I've been dealt. I need to keep myself pushing forward, and fingers crossed things will be okay. I hope that everyone is having a brilliant day today, and I will see you all in the next video. Please like and subscribe. Love you. Bye.